Now to southwest England, where it's the dawn of a new day in North Devon for the sure-footed Shire horses that help power Higher Biddicott Farm. It's home to Jonathan and Fiona Waterer, who with years of experience and a natural talent for horsemanship prove there's still a part to be played in the modern era by one of the UK's most famous draft breeds.
Farming is very much in my blood. I'm a fourth generation farmer. I just thought, as much as I love doing the work on the farm with the tractor, but I thought there's so much nicer doing it with horses. We've got 90 acres here. It's a mixed farm, so we do our cattle and our horses and our flour and hay. My wife does bed and breakfast as well. Lots of different threads to our business, including the funerals and the weddings.
I think I've always had a love of horses. I respect their strength and the enjoyment of sharing a beautiful morning on a horseback. Jonathan taught me to drive the horses. That's just a whole nother discipline. It's economically viable and we both want to encourage more people to do that. We have that common bond.
We've got 6 shires. I tend to get them as 3-year-olds and then they're ready to train and then use within weeks. But I have to say it's getting harder to find the old-fashioned Shire. I don't want the one with the very thick, coarse feather, but I do like one with bone, and I don't like the cow hocks they have on a lot of them now. So ours are all very much traditional. They've all got characters. This one's just always on the go. He's actually 13 years old, William, but he's just like he's 4. He's never grown up. This is Bruce, who actually we were given. And this is President in here. He's 12, and he's just such a good horse. And then that's Bobby, who was bred locally, and his grandfather was our old stallion, William. And he's now 21, but he still works.
The Shire horse as a breed has changed dramatically, particularly in the last 20 years, I would say. The description of a Shire in the Shire Horse Society book was a solid colour, no white above the knee or hock. You were allowed to have a blaze or a stripe on the face or a star, and there were solid colours, bay, black, grey. Originally there were some chestnut. The fashion, like a lot of breeds of animals, has been to make that horse bigger to show, because showing has become popular to keep the breed going, and it was obvious that that was going to happen when people stopped working horses on the farms and tractors came in this country.
The Shire will pull its own body weight, basically. For a short period of time, they can pull a huge amount of weight. We like to hitch several together. We like 3 or 4, ideally, doing a job, and then, you know, you can get quite a bit done with them. The Shire's lovely tempered in the main. A part of my business is training horses. I start by putting the harness on them and the bridle and let them chew on the bit and get used to it. I'll have them out in the yard and get them starting and stopping. And when they do that all right, I go right round the block, which is 2.5 miles on the road, because these days horses have to be very good with traffic. And I put the experienced horse on the right-hand side facing the traffic, the young one on the inside. And then I'll drive around the yard a few times if I'm happy and they're not sort of kicking the pole and they're relaxed, onto the road, straight around the block. And once they've done that, they never look back. I've never had one give me any trouble. I was out in North America for several years, and I got to know the Amish. I got to see a lot of different machinery being used. The Amish, of course, still use horses, and they do make a lot of horse machinery, the best in the world. Well, we're going to be pulling this Amish-made hitch cart. It's a petrol one. It's 35 horsepower with a Vanguard engine. And then we've got a 8'6" class triple drum mower behind. The reason for using this equipment is it's rather quicker than the horse mower that might be 5 foot cut. And it's rather slow and it chokes up, whereas this just gets going and doesn't choke. We don't have to stop all the time. So yeah, it's quite a good bit of kit. All the horses are hitched on now, and all that remains for me to do is to get up on the seat and take the reins and start the engine. The farm's in two, the other half is pretty steep, and I do all that with a tractor. Nobody would expect horses to go on a lot of it. But this end of the farm, we'll cut the grass with the forecart and the engine, an 8'6" class mower, a triple drum mower behind it.
Everything rotates around the horses on this farm and in our lives, because every diversity in the farm involves them. Whether it's cutting the corn or drilling the corn, whether it's taking things up to the fields, they'll be used for as much as possible. When we first came here, we wanted to diversify to have a good rotation on the farm because we were converting to organic production. And we wanted to grow wheat. We would cut it with a binder and the horses. So we started flour by horsepower, which is stone ground organic wholemeal flour. And we sell it to a local baker, farm shops and village stores, and people can come to the farm and buy it. It's low in gluten, high in protein, has a delicious flavour. Yeah, it's added another string to our bow.
They definitely do enjoy their work. When my horses are working, they've all got their ears pricked up, they're all happy. What's nice for them, they've always got a different day ahead of them. There's always something different going on. So today I'll be cutting grass, tomorrow they're doing a funeral, Saturday, Sunday they'll be turning hay, and so on.
I think we should preserve the Shire horse as a breed. They have given a huge amount to society and to farming, and to let something as special as that disappear would be absolutely outrageous. To see a horse work, come in, be fed and watered and be tired and go out in the field is an amazing feeling. And when we all do that, we're much nicer people for it. And I think the horses are as well.
If we don't work them and give them a purpose, they're going to die out. That's the danger. I mean, I think they're on the endangered list now. We've got to keep them being bred and give them a purpose. That's the main thing. I'm just about up to retirement age, but I have absolutely no intention of retiring. So far, the wheel hasn't come off the wagon yet, so to speak. So I'm going to work as long as I can. My best days are when the sun shines and the horses are all working well, say they're combining or baling or mowing, whatever it is, and the machinery is running well, the horses are happy, they've all got their ears pricked up, getting the work done. I think I'm the luckiest man alive. I love it.